Okay, students, we will take some example from your exercise. See, you have understood about, I think, the graphical representation as well as the frequency distribution table amount and the basics of statistics. See, all these things you have done in your previous standard. Same thing only is there in your syllabus, what I could see. And today's lesson, especially, you have learned all these things. Only thing to draw a bar graph, what should be the scale, and how will you do on a graph sheet. These all things has to be done on a graph sheet. If suppose your bar graph comes, then in exam, then we will provide you the graph sheet only. Could you understand? These all things, bar graph or histogram, all line graph is there. Then you have to draw in a graph sheet. And pictorial representation you can do however in a plain sheet or a plain sheet you can draw it. So I have taken question number 3 where the activity of a man is given to you is that in the 24 hours he sleeps for 8 hours, he studies for 8 hours, sleeps for 8 hours, play for 3 hours, eating takes 1 hour, and other activity in his leisure like reading newspaper, seeing TVs and so that will take 4 hours. So in 24 hours his activity of individual is given to you. How will you draw a bar graph and how will you represent this data on a pictograph also? Both the things, that is why I took this example. See, for the bar graph, you are supposed to make 3 columns is always good because the tally marks also has to be there. Firstly, if a raw data is given to you, then you have to make a arrayed data. You have to arrange in descending order or ascending order. Mind it. It may not be given in this table form. It may be given you in a text like, and all the data may be given in a raw manner. I mean, not in an arranged way, and it may be given in a text. So you have to tabulate that. You have to make a tabulation of it. You have to make a table of it and do it. You have to first write down the data's name, and you have to, before you write down the frequency, this data recur how much time, that is its frequency, that before that you are supposed to make tally mark. Tally mark is easily can help you to count the data. So man's activity is given to you. See, I have done this tally mark 8. So I have said to you, tally mark, every after 4 you cross that is a group of 5, then 3. So that if suppose 21 is then 4 group of 5 will be there, and then 1 will be there. So it will be countable. Could you understand? The frequency can easily be counted and without any mistake. That is what tally mark is given. So these 3 things you have to do. You don't have to do the angle of sector part for histogram or bar graph or line graph. Do you understand me? I did it because this question asks both to pictograph and bar graph. That is why. So this part I am leaving it. First I will go for this. Only this much you do. Frequency up to frequency. Now take your graph sheet. You make x-axis and y-axis on a thick line. After that, now what you do? See the data 8, 1, 3, 5. We are arranging, when we are taking the frequency on the y-axis, that time it will be column graph or otherwise column bar. If you take frequency on the x-axis, then it will be a horizontal bar. So usually you are doing column graph, which is like this standing bar will be there. You understand me? In that case, now you have to take the frequency in the y-axis. How do you take the frequency on the y-axis? That's only the art. See here 8, 3, 5, 4. So you have to take one measurement. Least division is 1. So 1 you have to take. You can take this as a 1, and you can take 5 as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 25 as 5. Like this it will be, the bar will be lengthier. That is why you have to decide a scale, how much measurement you are taking for considering 1 here. So here you see, I can say this all graph. If it is a centimeter graph, then this all 10 division will be 1 centimeter. There are small blocks, square block. No? So we will be provided either inch graph or centimeter graph. If you are taking suppose centimeter graph, then you see 10 division is 1 centimeter. That 10 division is 1 centimeter. So one small division will be 1 mm, isn't it? So then it's if it is like that only, then see, you have to write down as 1 mm is equal to 1 hour, because here 5 I have represented as 5 hours. Here this number 5 I have represented as 5 hours. Therefore, 1 is small division is represented 1 hour. Therefore, you have written on the scale 1 mm is equal to 1 hour. That scale part is very important. If you know that, then bar graph is remaining is very easy. So you have written down, but you have to write down this on horizontal column, that is x-axis. You have to write down the activities of the data, and gradually you have to write down the name. This all name you write down left on after you draw the graph. It is easy. You can write down like this. Write down this way. You can write down on this also. There is no problem. You can write here. You can write down. There is no problem. But you are usually write down below it. So keep some space below. Keep some space side. And here also write down number of hour. Number of hour. So 0 to 5, 5 to 10. So each small division is 1 hour that you have written down as scale. So you have written down the scale as 5, 10, 15, 20. You will not do more, because you have got till 8. So up to 8 you have taken and put a dot there. Then you have, after from 0, you have taken some distance. That distance should be everywhere maintained. And after that, the thickness of the bar also, it is as you like. You can keep 3 mm thick. You can keep 5 mm thick. You can keep 10 mm or means 1 centimeter thick. That is up to you. But each bar has to be equally thick also. Thickness of this, thickness of this, thickness of this, thickness of this, thickness of this also the same. Now 8, you have gone up to 8. There you have marked. You have taken a horizontal line on that particular line only on a graph sheet. You draw the line. Then thick 3 mm thick means 3 mm. After that you do it. Then you connect that and you will form a bar. This will be the bar. Again similarly for the next data, it is how much? 8. Again 8 means similar, thickness will be same. After keeping the same gap, it is I think 3. So up to 3 it should go. Here up to here it will go. So it has gone up to 3, and then you are said. Then is 1, you have made it, and others you have made it as 4, not 1 up to 5. So you have written down all these things and this thing. And then scale has to be mentioned. To understand the bar graph, I hope you have understood. Practice it. You see the frequency and the least division. Accordingly, you take the scale which is on the x-axis, usually to make column graph means standing bar. You understand? So this way you do it, it will be easy. If suppose 15, 20, 45, like is there, 5 is the least division. So each 5 can be represented as 1. You understand me? You practice it later. Now, once you do pictogram of this, pie chart of this, then that time you have to make angle of sector or central angle, that is mandatory. So after this data, now you have to frequency, you have to add, and this frequency, total individual frequency divided by the total frequency into 360, you will get a whole number figure. Usually you get a whole number, but 0.5 also sometimes comes. So how will you find out the angle of sector for the first data? That is study individual frequency divided by total frequency into 360, because 360 is the total circle represents. So that becomes 120. 8 by again 120, then 3 by 24 into 360, that is 45. 1 by 24 into 360, that is 15, and 4 by 24 into 360, that is 60. Then you have got all this, you have to find 360. Draw a circle. After drawing the circle, draw a radius. Then you get the measurement. From here, since I have started with 60, this angle, this is others only. So drawn 60 degree here. So others. From 60 degree here you align and draw 120 degree. That becomes studying hour. Then again 120 degree sleep hour. Then from there you put your protector and draw 45 degree. That will be play hour. Again you put the protector here. Draw 15 degree, you will find eating hours. If you draw, as many are there, if you leave one, the remaining will be. So up to play, if you draw it, then 15 degree only will be left, which represents eat and eating. So you will have to mention like this degree and what is the activity, studying hour, sleeping hour, playing hour, eating hour, and others activity that we have to write down on the pie chart. I have taken another example for pie chart is question number 7, where the item is given to you and monthly expenditure is given to you. Monthly expenditure maybe in rupees. If it is in rupees, then you write down in rupees. Actually, here rupees is not a matter because you have to draw central angle. I mean through a pie chart. So 45 is food hour, clothing hour is 10, house rent is 15, education for education monthly is 5 and miscellaneous 25. So total is 100. So out of that, now how will you draw? 45 divided by individual value divided by the total value into 360, 162 degree. Like this, it is 36 degree. Then it is 54 degree. 15 divided by 100 into 360 is 54. 5 divided by 100 into 360. Then 25 divided by 100 into 360, which comes 162 degree, 36 degree, 54 degree, 18 degree, and 90 degree. So altogether it will become 360 degree. Draw a circle. Similarly, you draw taking your protector for food 162 degree. Draw taking the radius 162 degree, which represents 4. You can color all these things with different color. If you say it will be better. The pictograph will be looking better. So 160 degree for food, and for cloth 36 degree. This particular sector is representing clothing, and this particular sector is representing house rent, which is 54 degree, education 18 degree, and 90 is miscellaneous. This way you have to go. Practice, doubt if any problem.